Howdy, howdy, everybody. Got my Barbie shirt on. So, I'm going to tell you a story. Back in 2020, Tony and my friend Alvina decided we fell in love with making bath bombs. And we said, let's make bath bombs and sell them. And then we said, let's make soap and sell it too. Didn't really know much about it at all. But we said, we're going to sell soap and bath bombs. Let's do it in 2 weeks. Well, never bothered to look and see anything about it, aside from we thought it was fun to make bath bombs. And then the strangest thing happened. 2 weeks came by, and my uncle passed away on that day. He was like, love you, Kevin. He was like, hold up. You better stop. Think about it first. I gotta go. That was January of 2020. So we didn't make soap or bath bombs to sell. Then when that was happening, and I was with my friend Alvina, who was helping me trying to navigate the entire adult world of what happens when a person passes, and probate, and accounts, and final affairs, all of that stuff, adulting. While she and I were doing that, Tony happened to go through the start of his challenges. So basically the rest of that year, we didn't get a chance to make bath bombs or soap to sell. And on top of that, a little thing called the global pandemic decided she was going to come around and be like that meme of Kim Kardashian when she comes out of the bush or whatever, and she's like, that's what happened. She wanted to come play too, this COVID. So, what happened? Not soap or bath bombs to sell. So, there we were. In 2020. 2021, I said, we can make bath bombs. Why don't we just learn how to make soap? Like the old-fashioned way. And so began the journey into the process of cold process soap and hot process soap and melt and pour and saponification and beating and oils and potassium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide and mica powders, and why you can't put too much of a particular fragrance oil into a product, depending on where it goes, according to the IFRA percentage guidelines. But you can sell soap without having to have the FDA approve things, as long as it's not a cosmetic, and as long as it's soap to clean the body, and that's what it says. It doesn't say it gives you healing properties or anything like that. Yeah. So labeling, it's a breeze. We learned that. We learned how to use the things. We learned we learned why it's best to wear your gloves and your glasses when you're making soap from that ultimate, I'm forgetting my words, the fundamentals, from that very fundamental base of your oils and butters and your light water solutions. That was 2021, 22, 23, 24. And life was lifing, of course, for all of us through all that time. But we learned how to do all that. Albino learned how to do graphic design and go to school for that. I learned so much about the Harris County court system and hospital law and resources, low income family resources, and what it means to buy a house or to have a mortgage for a house. What else did we learn? There's a point to this, trust me. We learned so many things. Decided to buy some domain space and learned how to do all that and make websites and or think we, fancied ourselves doing that, which was a lot of fun. During not all that time, I fancied myself a website designer, a WordPress aficionado, a tech support agent, of course, a digital musician or a digital music artist on my Mac. That's, you gotta give me my grace. Of course, then I fancied myself a cinematographer because I wanted to learn how to do all of that. I fancied myself a person that knows how to do renovations. Thank you, YouTube University, for all of this, by the way. Learned a lot. Learned a little bit about a lot of things all of that time. Then the country went into the gutter, and right when we started to come out of it, my body said, nope, you need to sit the fuck down. Take a break. Oh, and by the way, half your face is not going to work for a while, too. And the two scariest things in your life that you would ever want to not happen are going to happen to you in the course of a year. Then life just kept lifing and lifing and lifing. And what didn't happen in all of that? We didn't sell or have soap or bath bombs to sell. We knew how to make the crap out of them, but didn't sell them. Learned all of those things. And then, after the health scares, a little thing called a large language model, and ChatGPT, and artificial intelligence, which has been around for a long time, she decided to come up and say hello, and say, hi, I'm here. Y'all been waiting for me? Which put me into an existential crisis like you cannot imagine. And through the help of David Shapiro, who is a YouTuber, and usually he was a coder, computer programmer, but he decided to stop all that, write his novel, and become my guru of the concepts and the theories of AI. Not the technical stuff, because that's where that comes and we learn all that, but all of the theories and the religion, I guess you could say, of all of it, the Moloch things, and what the possibilities of what could happen to us as a race, as and to the human race, to the world. A lot of things taught us a lot of things and said, look, you're not going to sell soap and you're not going to sell bath bombs maybe right now, but you have a choice. You either, the world can go in a way that you can do that for fun and profit, or the world can go the other way and you won't need it to sell it anyway because we'll all be gone. My point is that a lot of things happened in the course of from the year 2019 through here we are now, December of 2025. And I said all of that just to tell you that I just sat down and did the very first test run for payments with WooCommerce, which to a lot of people probably is like, oh, big fucking deal. You hear up to everything that's going on. To do that and the test is working means a lot to Tony and I, because all of that and through everything we've been through, I can finally very happily say that hopefully in the morning, because I'll be up all night adding products, but in the next 48 hours, at the most, I will be happy to let all of you come to my shop online, Tonybear where we will be selling our bath bombs and some of our soaps, and our wax melts. Not candles right now. Candles are really hard and to get right if I'm going to do the quality right. But the wax melts, a breeze, and they're better. They're safer for you in your house. I don't have any Christmas smells. We're not doing any holiday smells. We're going to just do a soft roll out of some of our base lines. Doing some melts and pours, molded melts and pours, fun stuff, at a really budgeted price right now for those, because the cold process is our fancy stuff, and that takes a while. But the stuff we have now and some of these things, I know money's tight for a lot of people, so it is for us too. So if you come support a local business, a small business like mine, I'm not going to price gouge you right now. I'm not going to price gouge you on the cost, okay, for soap and things. Because those are necessities and things that, there's little things that we all need or we all would like. And for this holiday, I just want to be able to say, hey, it's been hard for everybody, but you want your house to smell nice. You want a little body spray to spray, moisturize your skin after the shower. You want to stock up on some soaps, some simple soaps right now. Yeah, let's do it. So, yeah, everybody, this weekend, come to TonybearBas.com and you're going to buy a bunch of soap and wax melts and things that we have. And over the course of the beginning of the year, we'll start to add the candles and the sugar scrubs that's sitting there, and the bath bombs, stuff that's sitting there. And the good labels. Oh, that's I'm not even going to get into that story about the labels, but Hewlett Packard came for me unnecessarily yesterday, and I said, well, since she gonna get hers, we might as well take advantage of that and use it and get our labels made. So do what we can now. So I've got to do the labels too. Anyway, It always feels good to be able to say that. You can go look at the site. It's not. It's right now. It's covered in AI placeholder slop. You're like, really, Tony? You can. You are a little bit more witty, to say the least, with what the things that you say. Because I was reading that, and I'm just like, okay, you're just a placeholder. Anyway, you can go look. Again, there's not much there to look at, but it's because I'm doing it. We're working on it right now, but it's there. Don't put any credit card numbers in because, well, actually, it's still on the test run for that. But yeah, I don't know. After 5-6 years of all of this going on, and even our personal life right now, some of you know. If you don't, I'm not going to get into all of it. We're still doing okay. We got a lot of changes going on ourselves, but even in the midst of all of that, I'm able to sit down here and do what I've learned to do with my e-commerce on my online store and get it up and working and able to finally put out to the people. I was nervous too because I was just like, it's taking me forever to do this mess. On top of that, I could have done it a while back, a few months ago. But you know who I have to say was a big help and responsible for this happening tonight? Tony. Yesterday, I was sitting there waiting for my job to tell me, okay, you're back on training on whatever day, doing absolutely jack shit for myself. And he was running around. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm cleaning the house. But you never, I mean, he does that, but for the first time, and I'm not proud to say it, but the first time in a long, long time, I was like telling myself, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? Get up. You don't need to sit in front of the computer all day waiting for emails to come through from work. They'll come when they come. Pick up the fucking cans. Go get the stuff ready. Do something. So we both spent the day doing that, which is cool. He even fixed my sink that was broken, the kitchen sink. It was a long story. I went down there to fix it, and I tugged on the line, and I was like, did you fix the sink? He said, yes. Don't run the water pressure too hard because it will pop the line out. So you gotta be easy with it. And I couldn't take the smile off my face because the last time we had a discussion about the sink, it turned into such a disastrous couple of days of screaming and shouting. He had just gotten home, and got so bad that it just ended up, they were going to make us both go to the hospital, I guess, and but he ended up, poor guy, going again. So that was a wake-up call for me. That was the last time we talked about the thing. So this time, I was like, yeah. And I guess to close it off, I'm going to say this. When it comes to what we're told in this world about our health, medications, and what they do for us and whatnot, I want you all to really be mindful, practice your mindfulness there, of what you're taking and what it is and how it makes you feel. if it makes you feel bad, if you just never noticed it, or whatever it is, whatever you're putting into your body, be mindful of it. If you're gonna smoke some 420, just smoke whatever, then that's your business, whatever. But that same goes for everything, even the prescriptions that we take. And if you don't feel right, or you don't like how they make you feel, say something. You don't have to take them. You can. It's your body. It's your health. You have every fucking right to say, "Hey, I don't like how this is working. Let's try something else. Let's try nothing at all. Let's try this. Whatever it is, there's options out there." You ever heard of the movie Lorenzo's Oil? And that's kind of random reference, but look it up if you haven't, and watch it. It's true freaking story. And look at what Susan Sarandon, well, the character she played, they play. Anyway, just watch it. What a family can do when they put their minds to it. Hello. But yeah, check yourself. You might discover that some of those things we don't need. And I'm not talking conspiracy theory crap. I'm talking about, everybody loves that Ozempic, but I was doing it because I'm diabetic, and I hated the way it made me feel. It made me feel sick to my stomach. I said, no, thank you. Have at it, celebrities. Enjoy. Same thing goes for Tony. I told him, I said, you don't have, speak up. You don't have to take something just because I'm giving it to you, or we're giving it to you. Somebody's giving it to you if you don't like it. And he said, I don't like the way that this makes me feel, and I'm always sleepy or depressed, whatever it is. That's that's our conversation. He didn't like what it did. So I said, thank you, awesome. Don't take this. Don't do that. Let's do other things. Let's work on other things. And we have, and they're working great. These things that we're doing are a very, very welcome surprise. So that's my moral of my story. I look cute with this thing, this goatee thing. Anyway, I'm all over the place. Let me go back to this soap thing. Tonybearbas.com is right here, and we're about to be up and running in a matter of hours or a matter of days. And I want to see everybody with some damn soap sitting on their counter from yours truly. Yeah. So, happy holidays. Love you, miss you, mean it. Be good to each other. Do something nice for somebody else. Pay it forward. All those things I usually say. Miss the orange man. Miss me with that shit. Do something that makes you happy. Do something for yourself. Be mindful of what you put in your body and what you're getting out of it. Don't worry about what you're putting under the tree. Just be happy that you're able to be alive with people that are with you to sit around it. And all of those wonderful things. By the way, we had duck for Thanksgiving, and our Thanksgiving was on Saturday instead of Thursday because I didn't have a pan to cook the duck. But it was so freaking good. We got nothing else. We said, we don't need no damn sides. Anyway, TonybearBas.com. I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to pop it up there. Damn, I'm talking for 30 minutes. Yeah. Crazy. Everybody have a great night, great holiday, all those things. What is that I've been eating? That's my own personal drama. Good night, everybody. Mwah.